my interview with saxophonist extraordinaire, Brother Vel Too Smooth Johnson. All right, then. We were talking about the Mark Six earlier, though. So, what was your experience with the Mark Six horns there?
Yeah, I was telling you about the my town where I grew up at. Durant, we had burnt down the Afro American Asbury Park Afro American Music Project. Is in the process of renovating one of the classic places that I got kind of started out at and came back to after I got out the Marine Corps, called the Terce Lounge. Uh, and this place back in the day had Duke Ellington's people, James Brown, Bobby Blue Bland, everybody's played this place. So to have it rebuilt is fantastic. I was so excited about actually sometime in 2026. You might want to do a live show from there because it's going to be the first one's going to be live. I hope to be on the first one. Who knows who's gonna be on it, So, but the Mark Six was I got the Mark Six at a pawn shop, and that was the first place that I played it at was
Wow.
at the Turf, and the so I wanted it to work right, and it's funny. I didn't know. I knew a brand new Mark Six was going to cost a lot, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at it on display, and I mean it was old. It was old, beat up. It didn't look nothing like any of my horns.
Right.
And I was like, so I was talking with the guy about it, and he's like, and I'm guessing. I'm like, oh, that clickety clanking, and and I'm playing some stuff, and I'm holding the note halfway, valve halfway, so it's like the note's not coming out. I'm like, I said, oh, it's gonna cost me a fortune to get this thing fixed, man. I don't know. So he goes, I tell you what, give me $100 for it.
Oh. What? All right.
So sure, he goes like, it goes, it's a piece of junk. He goes, I just want to get it out of here. That's a sure thing. Got that joker, and I ran to the car. Took it right to the tech, fixed the only thing that was wrong with it was that one pad had to be replaced.
Okay.
So played the Dynamite show at the Turf, and I'm like so happy about it. Played the next show and it died on me again, So I'm like, oh man, took it to then it was like going through this whole thing over and over and over again. This great, fantastic horn from back in the day just, couldn't hold up.
Yeah.
Just couldn't hold up to the demand. So I'm like, took it back to the pawn shop. Same pawn shop said, this horn plays excellent, but I want to get another one. What can I get for it? He says, he goes, I got it for 100. He goes, I wasn't exactly sure of the price, man, but I said, this is a Mark Six, He goes, Mark Six, huh? He goes, I said, well, just look it up. So he looks it up. He was like, I can't give you any less than 4 for it. I said, well, can you make it 5? And we got a deal. He goes, okay, here. Now it was listing at who knows 4,000 or 5,000.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah.
He thought he was getting over, and he couldn't remember. I just bought it to him like maybe a few months ago, and I gave him $100 for it. He gave me $400 back for it. So that 400 went into another horn, and but yeah, that's my mark. And I never played another vintage horn after that. I hadn't had the faith in them.
Yeah.
And that's it. To give it completely overhauled and completely to where if you're playing more than once or twice a week, it's got to hold up.
Yeah.
And a lot of those horns that old. I mean, some of the Mark Six players out there, you might have a horn that's been treating you well, but I just haven't had no luck with them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of stories. Same thing though. They're great horns. They sound great when you can get them right. But like you said, the problem is they're so old and and the ergonomics. So like Boney James was talking about his, he was saying the ergonomics on the because the modern horns, the stack is a lot more cleaner than I've never really played those, but I've heard that the ergonomics weren't that great on the old horns, though. Yeah,
Well, they're real close.
yeah,
So like I got kind of big. I mean, it's nothing that anybody can't get used to.
right, right.
Uh, but
No
I
high F
yeah.
sharp either.
Oh yeah. Uh, did that one even have
No,
that one didn't even have a high
no,
F
they
sharp.
don't have them. Yeah.
So now your tenor that you got
I got the
that power
Cowworth. Yeah, yeah,
uh, that knockoff.
yeah.
I'm
It's
I'm
nice though.
kind of high on it.
Yeah.
Uh, I've been hearing some really really good things about it. It came out. And one of the main things was it plays in tune. You know,
You know
if
what?
it can hold up to a pace.
When I bought mine when they first came, because I got a repair tech. Because when I buy those, I take them and get them checked, right? So I took it
Yeah.
over. I was trying to play something in the lower stack, and the C sharp was like didn't want to come out right. So I took it to her, and she said it was something that was broke. And so
Hmm.
I went back and forth with the seller, this, that, and other. He was trying to give me $50 or whatever and all that. And I was like, dude, this thing is coming back to you, dude. Okay. So he ended up, I paid 500 for it. He gave me 200 off for the repairs. So I paid 300 for it. She charged me 150. That horn plays great, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I tell you, if it plays into, it's going to hold up because it's new. You're
Yeah.
not going to need new pads for a while.
Right,
You
right.
know, if it sounds good and it's holding up, you know. But the real make of that, all the palm keys are adjustable.
Oh, is that right?
All these are adjustable, and
Oh,
I believe the C sharp and that's adjustable also. So if you want to widen it, you can widen it. You can. Oh yeah, yeah, it is. But you know what you're going to pay.
oh yeah,
If
yeah.
you get that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what, though, Vel? The thing about, uh, when we were growing up, you couldn't, if you couldn't afford a horn, it was hard. But nowadays, you can, like I said, these knockoffs, and then the Amazon, like I got a Jean Paul. This right here is a Jean Paul. This thing plays great. I've had it like 5 years, man. And it's made in the USA. It was like $700, and it's a good horn, man. You know,
Jay Metcalf was talking about that. Actually, there was another guy who was talking about that also. That particular model
Jean
also.
Paul. Yeah, Jean Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
they were recommending that.
Yeah. So,
That you don't see those guys recommending like what they call the intermediate or beginner horns.
no.
Uh, that's not a beginner horn.
No, no, it's not.
Not
No, yeah, and
so
for
you
the
got a
price, yeah,
you got a good deal on that too
yeah.
because
I
I
got the
think the
tenor.
price is going to start to go up.
Oh, and I got the tenor too. The TS 400. Man, that thing's a
Ooh.
beast too, man. And it was like 700, $800. Right now, I think it's probably a grand, but it's a really good horn, man.
I was just going to say that they're not going to, those prices are going to go up.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
the,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
more endorsements, the more everything, the price is going to go up. And
yeah,
they're playing great, you know.
yeah. And they're made in USA too, in Florida.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's
I,
unusual.
I think the USA, uh, they'll go the extra mile if they know they're in competition with
Yeah,
somebody else,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. That's true,
So,
man.
damn Cannonball, same situation. Those horns are like tanks.
They are, man. They so freaking heavy, man. The case itself is heavy as hell.
Oh, oh. But you know what though, man? I'm so paranoid about taking them out, uh, like for studio stuff and stuff that I know that there's not going to be some drunk knocking it over, or it's not going to be in a. I mean, I got to be able to watch it. And I can't watch my acts, man, and make sure that I get a good feeling it's in a good spot. I'm not bringing my good stuff out.
I know what you mean.
The other ones will play just as good without me having to take a $10,000 horn to my tech and
I
my
know.
I was playing in this restaurant and the maid knocked it over, you know.
Yeah. I think Doc Martin, when I was talking to him, I think he said he had an incident where he said the same thing. I never leave my horn on the stage no more because one day he did that. He came back and the horn it fell over. They had been knocked over or whatever. So yeah,
played a race with a Blue Claws professional baseball team, and in the parking lot they had a festival, and the storm just came through out of nowhere. It blew off the. They had tents set up out there and the stage, big old stage. That blew the whole thing, the top off of the stage, and uh, my Joe Albright singers got soaked.
Oh,
Wind blew it all. I mean, everybody's just running, trying to get as much as they can and get into some kind of shelter. And I don't know, going to my tech crying like I got wet. He was like, "Leave it with me," you know. He called me a week later. He was like, "I said, there's everything." He goes, "Everything is fine." You know, none of the rails got bent. None, you know. And just to feel it, you know, this thing is a tank. It's going
oh
to
yeah,
hold up.
yeah.
I can play a few hundred shows with this, and it's, you know, it ain't going to die on me.
Yeah.
So,
So you don't
so
take
you.
you don't take the cannonball out that often? The tenor? You know?
Mm, uh, uh, if you see me playing my alto cannonball, it's in a really like upscale place that I know it's in a safe spot
Yeah.
because um, I just did a little video. I just the last place that I played, I've been playing there a lot this past year, and I feel real safe about having my alto there. But uh, you know, I'll bring the Yanni out for any place else, and I'll bring the Jody Jazz or the Jody Blues sax out for tenor it out for anything I don't feel cool with.
Yeah.
If it breaks, fine. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Exactly. It's funny, man. You know, because I don't play anywhere, Vel. Basically, you know, I just started playing at church now, though, right? So that was my first time last month, and I'm playing again next week. So I took my cannon. You know, it's funny you say that because I got this Jean Paul here, man. I was like, I went to one rehearsal with the Jean Paul, but and then like Saturday it was raining. I was like, man, I shouldn't take the cannonball out. But I bought a new Gator case and everything. I said, man,
Okay.
but you know what? I took it out there, man. I'm like, I'm gonna take it, but like you were saying, when I set it down, we went through our break. I set it down. I just kept looking over there, man, and making sure it was still sitting there. Making sure it was sitting there. Nobody had walked over and knocked it over. So I know what you mean, man. It's like, God.
I got a thousand horror stories about one place. Some guy thought he. Uh, I went to the bar to get a drink, and when I turned and looked, somebody snatched my horn off the stage and was on the dance floor, but it had a whole bunch of girls surrounding them dancing with my.
Was he playing it or just walking around with it?
Nah, he didn't. He couldn't make. He it still had the mouthpiece cover on. He couldn't
Oh,
even make a sound.
oh,
He just.
oh,
You know, I had to use my Marine Corps voice from the bar. I was like, put it back. You know, it's like he's walking back to the. Then when he's trying to put it back, he's putting it back on the opposite. Like
oh,
he couldn't put it back right on the. Like, oh.
oh.
And I'm looking at the band. Nobody saw that. You know, like he had a whole bunch of girls all around him, and nobody saw him take my sax off the stage. Oh no, no, no.
Oh, man. That is
But hey,
funny.
man, it's good you getting out there and playing with live musicians. You
Thank
know,
you, man. Yeah, it's different. Like you said, it's different, man, you know, and I'm learning a little theory. Actually bought a piano, a keyboard, so I'm trying to learn chords and all that good stuff.
here it is. Hey, the I tell you, when you start with your triad chord, you know, just your basic dominant C, E, you know, you play the chord, hit the sustain pedal, and just move all around. C, G, E, G, C, D, just move all, and then try your blues scales on it. You know, try your pentatonics on that set. Then once you get those jokers under your fingers, then you kind of like forget about it. You're
Just
not you're
open
not
up.
going to think about it.
It opens up everything for you when you get that down too, right? So you can hear better,
Yeah,
right? Open up your ears.
and you don't think about it. You won't. like if you hear you'll hear what's that intro? Let's say that intro in Anniversary by Tony Tone.
Uh-huh.
Um, and let's say the singer might say, uh, play something pretty, Vel. Play something pretty, Dave. And that intro will start, and it's like, oh, I know that chord. Or even if you have to play a couple of notes to get that chord, and then it's like, oh, but then everything in your head isn't like, okay, I gotta play this E flat, I gotta play this G, I gotta play this. This isn't going to work. None of that stuff comes into your head. It's just like, oh, this will sound cool, and then you play it. Or this will sound good. Or I wonder, and you might play a little bit of something here and just to see what the crowd does. If and then you're like, some stuff works almost all the time, 90% of the time. So you can pick your spots where you want to use that and just but all the technical stuff that you're not thinking about none of that stuff. It just flows after a while.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to the guys are helping me, man, because they're seasoned pros, so they just tell me when to play what spots to come in, okay, you do this. When I get the concert key, I know where I'm at. I do my transposition and then I just get in and out, right?
That's pretty good with church guys because a lot of those guys, you know, what the church is doing now is getting a lot of guys that aren't not in the church,
Right.
guys off the block, and so that's great to their readers. But a lot of times, a lot of church guys don't read. They're doing everything by ear,
Right.
so they can't give you a whole lot of help when you
Right.
say what they're going to give you a concert key every time, and then they don't play in like you might start getting some weird A flat, G flat,
Modulations. Yeah, I already did that.
and all the modulations that they do 4 or 5 of them
I
before they get
know.
to it. Woo, baby! But it's a difference playing with the church and but the technical thing definitely. The more you get it, and the more you'll just forget about it because you won't have to really think about it. And that's one of the coolest things about the saxophone. I think is once you don't have to think about it anymore, and it's, whatever you feel comes out of the horn. That's what makes because sometimes you're playing. You were just playing a song that I just covered. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Oh yeah, boy, that song, boy, that's a beautiful song. Man, you tore that one up, bro.
Thanks, man. One take too. I was
Oh yeah?
just fooling around with that for a fashion show that I had to play at. But while I was listening to you talk, I was like, man, that's a kind of a nice arrangement. I wonder who that cat is. I didn't know that was me. Did you?
Yeah, that was you.
That dude's playing my song. I'm like, oh shoot, that's me.
Yeah, that was you, man. Yeah.
And I said, okay. All right, but then that's how you feel sometimes when you're playing and everything is going right. It's like that's somebody else up there. It's not
Yeah.
me.
So
And
how
then
did
when things
you
are going
develop your
wrong,
sound? How did
hmm?
you develop your tone? What was your go-to exercise when you were developing?
Oh, that's where the drum corps came in, man. Uh, I marched in the junior drum and bugle corps called the Eatontown Royales, which gave a lot of instruction with um, breathing exercises, and how to attack notes and things like that. And I marched in a senior drum and bugle corps, which is drum and bugle corps people past the age of 21, and they compete against other drum and bugle corps all over the country. So uh, and then I got to work with some big band cats that were like, because this is like a hobby. You don't get paid for that. That's
Right.
like it's like kind of like bragging rights. Whoever's is first place at whatever. That kind of like. But now I learned more stuff even from those guys about breathing. So because breathing is so important to any kind of wind instrument, but especially the saxophone. It's not uh, let's say you're playing a horn, it's not free blowing, but you like a certain amount of resistance. Like some guys will like that. I like free blowing. I like it. You know,
Hello? Hello?
yeah, mhm. But some guys like that stuffiness,
Mhm.
and so, but you can adjust to, and you're never going to run out of air. You always know, how much you got left in the tank, and how to apply it to make your notes come out nice. You know, and this, like I say, long tones. Uh, I did long tone exercises, but I don't do them just like one long tone, two long tone, three. It'll be in an interesting chord or something that I'm working on as part of the show, or whatever. And I know, okay, at this part of the show, let's say, uh, only for one night, Luther. Uh, there might be a part in the song where I might have to extend a little bit further. So I'm going to take a even deeper breath there, you
Okay.
know, or sneak a breath in somewhere where I'm almost out of the tank.
Yeah.
So and then, I learned all that in drum bugle corps.
That's awesome.
So coming out, that's why I guess it's another reason why the saxophone felt so natural. Um, because any other instrument, I was putting way more air through it.
Yeah.
The saxophone was like, and then the only thing the other instruments won't cut you off if you put too much air in. You know how if you're using a too soft a reed, or if you're trying to put too much air through and it
Close up on
close up on you, it's like, okay,
you.
no other instrument will do that but a saxophone.
Yeah. You're right about that, man. So those keys you got there, Val, you're pretty proficient in that, huh? Do you write from the keyboard when you
Yeah,
do?
all the keys I have are all workstations, so they've got built-in drums. I can program my own drum sounds, my own drum patterns. Some of them come with some pretty nice patterns already, preset patterns, and you can manipulate them to wherever you want. But this bottom keyboard has some great horn sounds,
Okay.
excellent horn sounds. And the top guy is just a iron workhorse. This is down in I call this Vel Studio South,
Yeah.
because this is my basement. I also my bedroom. Good thing I'm not married, because I'd probably be hearing it every. My bedroom is like another mute, because it gets a little cool down here at night. So I'll go upstairs and finish a track or whatever.
Okay.
Or I used to have a lot of rehearsals down here, but I don't do that anymore.
Wow, man.
Uh,
You got a nice spot down there, man, for playing, man. You know?
oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, Val, you got and that's your basement?
this might be it. This is the basement here,
Wow.
but I've
Mm.
had full band rehearsals down here, and uh, again, I don't do that anymore
Yeah.
because cats came down here and just like, and then some people don't want to leave when the rehearsal's over. When a bass cabinet, the guy dropped his bass cabinet and rolled down and crashed into the wall
Oh.
and put all kinds of marks in it. And the drummer actually put a mark in the wall. So it's like, okay,
Oh.
that's the last studio time. Just put it into the budget, you know. 'Cause I
Yeah.
saw your spot too that you created there.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
closet?
No, no, that was before, but I moved. Yeah, before I had it was a hallway. Now I moved into a townhouse. I got a nice, I got two big rooms, and so that's why I set this one up. But you know what? You make it what you have to,
You
right? Whatever space you got, make it yours. That's what I did. I put all my phone. My girl, she couldn't stand it. She said, "Why you got all that purple and black stuff up there?" I said, "Baby, it
hey,
looks cool and it's the vibe."
you got to create the space.
Yeah,
And create the space to where you can be productive. Nobody else going to understand that.
I
That's
know.
not for them. You know, it's not for them.
That's right.
If you like purple, like Prince,
Yeah,
and a purple room is going to put you in a certain vibe. Like upstairs,
yeah.
uh, my master bedroom should not look like that. You know, but because I got another two keyboards up there, but I can roll right out of bed. and bam,
Yeah.
I got my other saxophones up there,
Mm-hmm.
and I can record up there. I can record down here, and you know, I know I could. That's not normal to have the. I said, I have my sax right next to my bed.
Right.
So if you're getting off on this side of the bed, be careful not to knock my sax over because it ain't going nowhere. She'll be going somewhere before my sax is.
I can't with you,
Yeah,
man.
man,
Oh man. You know what, Bill? I just thought of
that's
something.
what.
I thought of something. I said, Bill, I said, boy, you pretty smooth. And I said, that was a player move, man. Not to be a great sax player and can cook too. Come and talk to me about that, man. You see you do it, you serenade them, then you go feed them, man. Come on, man. That's a player
Bro,
move.
that was out of necessity, bro. Because I some guys luck out and they got women that'll do anything for them. They'll cook. I started meeting women that the professional women don't have time to do a lot of stuff,
Right.
and just a lot of them just didn't know how to cook. So it was either uh, Roy Rogers or I had to learn how to do something. And then my doctor was saying, I would like you to lose some weight. And after I retired, that was when I really went into full mode with the cooking because I was like, some of this food don't taste too bad what I'm doing here. And then I'm like, let me take another step and go a little bit deeper into the cookbooks and the air fryers and some of the healthy stuff. And then I'm like, well, now I know about sauces. I can make desserts. I know I can make a cake with zero sugar in it, and you won't be able to tell the difference.
You self-taught
Yeah,
cooking?
I'm talking. Hey, uh, I any kind of cake, any kind. I make my own ice cream.
Wow.
But as far as if you're on a med diet where you can eat meat, chicken, fish, poultry, any kind of vegetable, I got that down to such a science. Uh, Asian fusion, Tex-Mex, you name it. And it just kind of started out as a necessity, then it became a hobby. Now it's like, then you got a few people. I won a couple of contests. I won a chili a contest,
Okay.
and that kind of like, oh yeah, I think it was over 200 entries. I got the blue ribbon first place.
All right.
You know, blue ribbon, man. And now, after that, there's no going back.
Yeah.
You realize that no matter what anybody's cooking, it ain't gonna be as good as the way you like it.
Right.
So if you can cook it the way you like it, excellent. So stay away from that fast food, brother. I know I've been staying on you.
Well, you know what?
Somebody call the law.
I'm doing better with that. I'm glad because I'm doing a lot of air frying and stuff too now, man. So yeah. Now I
It's
still
gonna
don't.
taste better.
Oh yeah, you know what? But I ain't gonna lie now. I'm still gonna give me some Popeyes chicken sometime too, though. But but I do air fry most of the time. Air fry wings. I season them real well. Have some veggies or something with it, or a potato or something. Yeah. So you
I'm
know.
going to give you a real quick secret, man. Preheat your air fryer and only cook a few pieces at a time, and you're gonna get a super super crispy.
Oh, is that
If
right?
you got to put any oil, just brush a little oil on it.
I do a little spray. There's a little spray on it. Yeah.
Little spray comes out beautiful. But I do use this thing called Slap Your Mama.
That's
I
good
like
stuff.
their whole yeah.
I got
There's a
those
there's
too.
occasion there's occasion air frying stuff that I used to. Everything comes with it. The powder, so all you do is you open it up, you drop your chicken in, you shake it up, and drop it in the air fryer,
Okay.
and it comes out better than Popeyes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good season. I love that slap your mama stuff. Somebody turned me on it
Woo!
some years ago. I use it too, man. You know.
You like Cajun food too, then, right?
I like it, yeah. Not real spicy, but yeah, yeah, I definitely do though, yeah.
There you
So where
go.
you at, Vale? You in New Jersey?
Yeah, I'm on the southern part, down by Seaside Heights.
Okay,
You
I'm
ever
not.
see that TV show with
Sopranos.
those kids? Those kids that did no that well Sopranos North,
Oh, is it? Okay.
but it's these college kids. These kids. What was the name of that show? I forgot the name of it. They would come to the Jersey Shore. Oh, that was the name of the show, the
Jersey
Jersey Shore.
Shore. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I live basically right there.
Oh, yeah.
I like 10 minutes away from there,
Okay.
right on the shore. So uh, I actually they got a cheesesteak place like right where they rented their apartment, their beach house.
Okay.
That, my son loves that spot too. It's a real good cheesesteaks there,
All
and
right.
you can't mess up a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
It's just meat, cheese, and bread. So anybody out there is like, oh, it's fat. No, go ahead and get yourself a cheesesteak. It ain't
That's
gonna
good.
hurt you.
So, Vel, understand you're teaching now, right? You're teaching.
Yes, yes. It started out with two. I got three now, and I'm kind of going to stick with just the three for right now because this past year musically went crazy, man. I got a two one steady gig that went that I didn't think I was going to get call back for it, and I got a call back for that to do that, and then I started playing a restaurant. Uh, geez, I don't know how many times I've been there. Now I've been maybe once or twice a month since New Year's of last year.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's so then everything else that falls in between that, uh, that's pushing your time. You know,
Yeah.
you got to get that balance. 'Cause I still like to fish. I live right by a river, so sometimes you just like to go down there and just to chill.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of interesting people come through there. A lot of out of towners come through there and uh, take up all the good fishing spots. But it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, just not having to be somewhere is great. Uh,
Yeah. I
you,
can
you
attest to
know
that,
about
brother.
that. You
You
know
know
about
what?
that.
Being retired, that's one of the reasons I started doing this because being that I love music, I'm into it, and guys like yourself, and you know, I just like talking to you. I love hearing everybody's stories. Everybody has similar and different stories.
Hmm.
You didn't start out like some people start out and they was in third grade, they picked up a clarinet. You went another way.
Oh yeah.
That's how it is. Everybody, but we all here though. We all come to when it comes to music, that's the community part, right? We all coming together, you know.
And the world would be such a better place if it was just us running it. Can
Wouldn't
you
it be?
imagine?
Ah,
Imagine us running everything. There wouldn't be no wars. People would just be just hanging out, cooking, and having a good time.
that's it.
Uh, Nobody would go hungry. You see somebody going hungry, hey, no, no, you go on over to the spot here, and
That's
they're gonna
right.
fix you up and you and your family. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Until the next day. But nah, man, it's now the world's in the straight, which is like the stuff that you putting out music on Facebook, and I'm gonna start doing it more. During COVID, I was doing the Friday night chillax.
Yeah, I remember. I was watching them, man. Yeah.
When I started, I tell you, when the work started picking up and I couldn't do it no more, and because I was working too, I was working in the hospital at the time,
Okay.
and so many people were saying, "What happened to the chillax? How come you stopped?" And it was like, I couldn't believe how many people were watching it. Although some people would just watch for 5 seconds and they would go, But that's the thing about this show and about anything that you do on the internet, as far as reaching people, even if they only watch for a little bit, that becomes part of their thing,
Yes.
and you become part of their thing. So even if it's just 5 seconds they
Yeah.
watch, they might come back again 5 seconds later or maybe a week later. But when you're gone, then it's like, yo, you can't just stop.
Yeah. Yeah, you should do
So,
that again when you get time though, because that was great, man. That was great.
well, I was doing a lot of that live, but what I'm going to start doing now is just pre-recording stuff
Yeah.
and just put stuff out there.
Yeah.
Try to take people's mind off their, you know, everything that's going on right now. Because that's kind of like our job, I feel. You know, if God gave you a gift. Not this wasn't just something that everybody can do. And if you're, you know, God gave you this gift, use your gift to take people's mind off of their troubles for a minute or two. You know, and
Amen.
I employed others. Hey, tell them every musician out there that can forget about the money thing. If you notice, I didn't put no tip thing on it. I just did it for free.
Yeah.
You know, just and I would still do it just for free, just for people just to be able to dial in and do their thing. And but I didn't know how important that was. So I say you to keep doing it, man. Maybe other people want to do it too.
Thank
And
you, man.
you know, they'll times won't be as hard, you
Right.
know, coming home after work and then have to see you on the verge of going to World War III, but you can turn on something and turn your mind off for a minute or
Yes.
two,
I
you
agree.
know.
That's beautiful, man. So, Vel, do you have any what kind of advice would you have for younger musicians that want to get into the industry? Just whatever
Oh,
instrument they play, what kind of advice would you have for them?
things are so upside down right now. And I was talking to Walter about that too. You want to flood the market with as much as your audience, build an audience. And to build an audience, you got to flood the market with as much stuff that you have that you can put out there. I know they were like the EP thing, putting four and album. It's better to put out singles, put out a single every month, even or whatever, because you're not going to make money the way things are structured right now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's true.
it's there, you know, the platforms are going to make all the money and you're not. And but that only works for you if you need to do if you want to do a big show or get with a legacy uh, entertainment group or something like that. They want to see if you have a following, you know, or see what kind of music that you put out there. If, you know, if you're kind of separating you from the hobbyists. So I would say that keep putting music out there. You know, try to put your best music out there. Don't just put anything out there. Um, and then it doesn't matter whether it's you're thinking that uh, this isn't what this guy is doing or that guy is doing. If you do your own thing, put your own voice out there, somebody out there is going to like what you're doing, and that's who you're playing for. That's what your audience base is going to be. So I would say like that. Don't over criticize, be critical of yourself, but have your own thing. You know, just like Grover told me, have your own sound, have your own thing, and keep putting the music out there and keep practicing effectively. You know,
Right.
you can practice scales and arpeggios and things for hours, but when it comes to time to apply them, it doesn't come out. So you got to figure out, and there's a lot of good YouTube guys that are out there now that are putting some really, really good, approaches to,
Yes.
especially improvising. So some of the stuff was like, wow, you know, I don't know why I didn't think of that
Yeah.
years ago. You know, I thought today I had to know every note in the scale, every note, and then when it came time to call on it, I had to know, but I might have knew every note in the scale, but I didn't know where at in the scale should I call on it?
Yeah.
What note I should call on it? You know, that's where the feeling of it comes in. Your feeling's not going to fail you. So if you're like, okay, if I'm in this song, it's my anniversary, ba 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 da ba da da, maybe just to repeat it, you
Uh-huh.
know, to reiterate what the singer just did. You can't do that with okay, oh no, it's not fitting in the scale.
Yeah.
But knowing okay, and not even having to think, you know, which is that where the call and response thing comes in. I was going to try to help you to that, man. I think that might help you out a lot.
Yeah.
Has anybody worked with you with that yet?
No.
It's taking a random note and trying to play that note. It might take you 2 or 3 times in the beginning to find it. Like if I sing a note like la, and then you find it on the
Oh, okay.
saxophone.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
One one note at a time to start, but then when you start to get better at it, then go to 2 notes. Then
Okay.
to go, but they all got to be random, so you can't think about the note and then play it. Uh, it has to be like just something that you hear, and then hear, and then if it takes you 10 stabs at it, take 10. Eventually, you're going to start to get 10, 5. Then you're going to get down to maybe 1 or 2 times before you. Now you're not only have you made became one with your instrument, but you are tuned in so good. Now your ideas, whatever's in your head, is going to start coming out of your horn. And that's when you start becoming very, very dangerous.
Ooh,
Because
I'm looking forward to that part because that's what I'm trying to get to, man. You know, with the hearing, that's what I'm trying to do now. Work with the band at church, you know, the ear. I'm listening, trying to pick it up now, you know.
mm-hmm. Yeah, you might hear me, to humor myself, I do it a lot. I'll throw a nursery rhyme in. I'll throw if it pops into my head, I can put it in. So or maybe a piece of another song. Like I started doing a piece of Soul Makusa when I do Mr. Magic, and people started reacting to it. So I just leave it in there. Now I'll
Yeah.
do a little piece of Soul Makusa and doing the solo part of Mr.
Okay.
Magic, which is like that's not coming from a scale. That's just coming from, oh, that would be a cool thing to throw in there. Bam, and there it is. And any key, it's all already in there.
All right.
And the other thing comes from knowing the chord tones instead of scales, all the scales. If you know your chord tones, it don't matter what key the song is in, the chord tone is always going to be the same. You know, like let's say like a F major 7, which is an acronym, a face. When you say F major 7, you hear F major 7 on the keyboard. You're going to say, oh, F major 7, FACE. You know, face, bam. You know, and in any form, any way that you put that F major 7, if you say ACEF, FACE, they're all going to fit. They're all going to work. So now in your head, you know any way that you put it in there. You already hear it in your head. So it's impossible to mess up once you know that. So now it's just a matter of, wow, let me just try this, you know, or this might sound cool, or this might sound cool, you
All
know.
right.
And then you do like a little enclosure or the few note, the lead in to the chord. I just call it lead in sometimes, just call it enclosures.
Okay.
When you start above, do a little start above the note or below the note, either 4 notes, 3 notes, 2 notes, before you go into the chord. And well, now you almost have a whole solo there because now you can bring the enclosure back at the end of your chord. And now you just did something, you know,
Yeah.
you just did something really cool. And it took you no brain power. Now it's just, just thinking about it, it just came out,
Yeah.
and there's no way that you can mess up. You're not going to hit a bad note. And uh, just all that, Jay Metcalf's got a good, his approach is really good, but it all is pretty much the same thing. The call and response thing, though, try that.
Okay.
It's gonna bring you to the all you other people out there that's trying to get into it. Call and response. I don't care what instrument you play, it will help you when it comes to soloing.
All right. Thanks for that, Bill. Hey, Bill, man, this has been an interesting conversation, bro. Man, we could go for hours, man. You know, we're gonna stay in touch, man. You know what I mean? Because I really
Definitely, man.
appreciate you, brother.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So now, can you let people know how they can get in touch with you, contact information if they want to book you or what have you?
Okay, yeah. If you want to book me, you can always go to my email, Vel Johnson 144 at yahoo.com. Actually, my on my Facebook site, my website is on there also. So you can go to my website, just drop me email. I never update my website, so just drop me an email and I'll let you know where I'm at because it's just a pain in the neck to try to keep every week. And then how many people are really going into my email or my website and wondering where I'm playing? It's
Yeah.
more effective if you want to know, drop me an email. I'll send you where I'm at.
All right.
And it's my website is Vel Johnson dot site123.me, and that's on my Facebook site also. So, and I should have brought my sign down. I just could have held up the sign and just showed it.
You have a YouTube? You got YouTube as well, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube, I'm real easy to find. There ain't but one or two Vel Johnsons in the uh if you go in Vel Johnson sax.
Okay. All right.
Vel Johnson sax, and I'll pop up.
Sounds good. Before I let you go, one last question. I need your Mount Rushmore sax players, man. I know it's only 4, but I'll give you 5 because it's a tough question. And so at any era, dead or alive, you get 5. Okay, let's go.
Let me see. Okay, I guess I'm going to go back to where it all began. Let's see. I'm going to go back to. I guess I got to go to Dexter Gordon first.
Okay.
I'm going to move through Dexter Gordon. Boy, Ben Webster was another one I used to like. I'm going to go to Prez next, though. I'm going to go to
Okay.
Lester Young. Then I'm going to move on up through to, let's see, that's 2. I'm going to go to Dave Sanborn.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Grover.
Yeah, one more.
And then got to go to Gerald Albright. Can I go one more?
Go ahead, man. It's all good.
And Walter Beasley, man.
Okay.
I got to get him in there somehow.
All right, I hear you. So you got 6. So you know what? See, you know what? You ain't playing fair, but I'm gonna give you mine then, since you want to take 6.
Yeah, you said
So
you got one more.
I say, okay, I got John Clemmer. That's my guy. John Clemmer.
I'm just getting hip to him, so
You listen to his stuff. You're gonna like it even more. Stanley Turrentine. Yeah,
oh man,
yeah,
that's another
Stanley
one, man.
T. Yeah, Stanley T. And Sanborn is definitely there, man. Sanborn and Grover. And then one more contemporary. I gotta get Kirk Whalum in there too, man. Since we have
See,
6.
that's another.
Yeah, I know it ain't fair, man, but I had to ask it.
See, and Sonny Rollins too is another one,
Oh
man. But
man,
you can't get them all in.
I know it's all good, man. Hey, hey, Vel, man, this has been a pleasure, brother. I really appreciate your time, man, and much continued success to you, man. We're gonna stay in touch too, brother. Okay.
Hey, man, anytime, hey, you want to work out, you have a set time that you practice or want to work out on something,
I'm
let
gonna
me
call
know.
you.
You got my number.
I
Just
got
give me
your
a
number.
call, man.
Yeah, I'll be in touch with you, man. We work some stuff out, brother. Okay.
Definitely. You come out this way too. I'm going to be mad if you don't come through,
Oh
man.
yeah, if I come out that way, I definitely gotta holler at you, man.
If you come to New York, you got to come through.
Okay.
You got
All
because
right.
everybody goes to New York, so just
So look,
let me know.
that crib of yours, I just want to come down into the basement. I ain't got to do nothing else. Just come down there. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody that comes down here don't want to leave, and that's the
That's what I'm
thing, man.
saying, man.
You got to go.
I might have to tell my girl, look, I go over to my girl, I'm telling her, babe, you can go back to the hotel, right? I'm gonna be a couple more days, but we're gonna be all right. Hey, Vel, thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Oh, hey, thanks for having me, man. Thanks for
Hey,
having me.
and I'm gonna just be posted today, and I'll send an email to you so you can put it on your sites or whatever you need to do. Okay?
Excellent.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Saxo Friends. My man, Mr. Vel Master Chef Johnson. I appreciate you, bro. You take care,
Somebody
man.
call the law.
That's it. Call and leave with your favorite words. Your last thing that you leave.
Somebody call the law before I play again.
Ooh, all right. On that note, you guys have a wonderful day. That's been Mr. Vel Johnson. I'm Dave, saxologist. You guys have a great day. Thank you.